I wanted to show you what this looks like. This is the unit that we're building, right? This comes on the paperwork for a standard unit. You'll be shown what modules you have. In this case, we are going to do a pull-out garbage, the propane, access door. We're going to do a grill, access doors, fridge, side burner, and 2-drawer unit. And if you look at everything in red that's over here, the red is what you trim. So you get a standard unit, that's what you do. When you lay out this system, is you lay all the face panels on the ground, and then you lay out where all of the legs are, and then you can plan out where you're going to cut it. Okay, so you'll pull your face panels here off of the pallet and the legs and your end panels because they're adding a 1/2 inch each time to the length. You'll have these as a visual so that you can do this right in front of you. You would have these panels laid out and you would accommodate that 1/2 inch. So if you need 24¼ inches for a fridge, you would be accommodating the 1/2 inch finish panel. You have overlap on the legs. The legs would take up 4 inches on a end, and in the seams they're going to take up 2 inches on either side. When you do your appliance knockouts, you want to make sure that you have spacing of at least 3 inches in between, like the grill. And whenever possible on heavy units like a grill, you want these legs to be closer so that the grill is supported next to the legs. So you lay these out, you get your overall length, you overlap the panels, making sure that you are aware of the 4 inches so that you have enough space for your knockout. You draw out on the face panels what your dimensions are for your knockouts. You cut them out, and then the back panels are going to be copied more or less in the back. You'll have an extra panel here, so instead of the back panel going full, it'll go halfway to this one, and then that's it. So I'm going to use the laser to figure out where I am the highest. 1.5 inch difference. What's nice about a system like this is when you put it like tight to the side where I can clean it, but I won't be able to have enough room over here to do the finish. So I have to keep it off and then I have to slide it back. What's nice is after I get the finish on the outside, then I can slide it back, adjust the level, and then I have it to where it needs to be. If I was putting in something here that was permanent, I'd have to take the screen out to be able to finish it. It wouldn't work. You could use your legs and clamps to hold everything up. I'm putting this together by myself, so it's really, it's not that hard. You have your face, make sure it's clean. And you're going to put adhesive. This is the back panel. So this panel is removable. That one you take out for now, because you're just going to put adhesive on the outside of this. That's it. These registers, these ledges lock in, so you just lay it up on top, and that's it. So according to the directions in the assembly, you allow this piece to be flush on the outside, tack it, that's it. Make sure your inside is square. And then you can move this where it needs to be. Once we get the back, we slip over to the front, and we get the face panel, which is also flush on this side. That'll give us our center dimension for the next leg. Marked, adhesive on the one side. All right, so this is leveled. We got one section together. I have some with the bottom side on, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna waterproof that, and then we're going to waterproof the bottom of this. We're gonna do elastomeric underneath on the bottom. We got a lot of driving rain, we got a lot of sitting moisture. It's on leveling feet, water will pass through on the bottom. However, I want to seal that, and I want to seal the backside where I'm not putting a protective layer on, where I'm going to be doing a wood slat that's going to be mounted to the back, and I want there to be no vapor transmission to the substrate or to the finish. Just want to get the bottoms. I don't want to do the inside because that's where adhesive's going to go. That's it. Now, in order to get this where it has to be flush, use the leveling feet. That's it. You're going to want to make sure that everything's level. A good spot because we have the end where we connected and we're coming back around. So we have the face panel that's set right here. We have the floor that's going to go in that side, and that's what's going to hold it square. Now we got a mark up on the top. We want to get our piece over there. Don't worry about the leveling feet. We have the ledgers, and now we can push this in, hang it on the ledger, hold it up with our foot, slide it in. All you're doing is putting it on the edge. That's going to lock in the wall, lock in the bottom, and then we're going to tack it with nails afterwards. And you just do that on each one. Make sure that when you measure and you're putting your back height, that whatever this is because if you want pitch forward, it has to be higher. It means the number is going to be smaller. So we're going to measure back in between, 26 exactly, and because it's going to be at an angle, we'll make it a little bit smaller. So we'll go 25 and 7/8, and we should have the same on the other side. What happens here is behind the grill, you have the support for the countertop. That little piece of countertop that goes behind the grill has to come up flush to this. Well, what we've done is we have two pieces of 4-inch that go across, and you have these two little notches here. we're going to cut down and create a path for two 4-inch pieces to be glued together and run throughout, okay? All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in all the reinforcement around all of our openings. So wherever you have a face opening, we're going to put in a 5-inch piece that's going to get glued in and nailed to the front. And then you're going to toe nail it into the sides. And what that's going to do is reinforce that front panel. On the sides, if you're that far away, you might want to add in between the top and bottom a vertical that's on the side so you can screw in, because a lot of those access doors have screws in the side and in the top, and the hinges on the side need some support. So you're going to want to add a vertical on that side if you're not close enough to the leg, okay?